I am Neil Larthos. I am the next Abdullah. You are the next Neville Goddard. Your SP gets wet, moist, every single time they think of you. And your bank account makes Jeff Bezos look homeless. How to decide that your ex is obsessed with you. Or I'm sorry, how to decide if your SP is obsessed with you, or your ex, or the hot girl at the gym, or the guy with the big bulge at Walmart, right? How to decide that they are obsessed with you. So look, I was very specific with the way that I titled this video. Why? Because it's more than just affirming that they're obsessed with you. When you approach this whole entire manifestation process as a decision that you make, it's very powerful, because listen to what I just said. I didn't tell you how to get your SP obsessed with you, or how to manifest and affirm and visualize correctly in order to get them obsessed with you. No, I said how to decide they are obsessed with you. Think about what I just said. If I told you, okay, tomorrow we're going out to eat, you and me, you need to decide if we go eat pizza, or we go eat chicken, or we go eat fucking pasta, right? I'll let you decide, and whatever you decide, that's what we're going to do, right? If I told you that, you'd be like, okay, well, I mean, sure, whatever, right? And you would not think twice about, well, you might think, well, what the fuck do I have to decide? I mean, shit, I'd rather you surprise me, Neil, but you get the point. It's a decision you can make, right? But what if I told you the way that you can decide what you're going to fucking eat or what you're going to fucking wear is the same way that you can decide, oh yeah, they're fucking obsessed with me. Yeah, they're always blowing up my fucking phone. T-Mobile is pissed because it's fucking up their 5G fucking data towers, right? I'm deciding right now that they are fucking obsessed. So without further ado, I'm going to fucking cut the bullshit. I'm going to tell you how to decide. Look, the way that you in your brain right now, okay, decide I'm going to wear pants tomorrow. I'm going to sleep tonight, right? I'm not going to stay up. I'm deciding that I'm actually going to sleep tonight. I'm deciding that right now in my car, instead of going down the street to buy groceries, I think I'm going to go to this store instead and buy fucking melons, right? The same way that you made that decision without a second thought is the same way you can decide, oh yeah, she's obsessed with me. Oh yeah, he wants my fucking pussy. She wants my fucking dick, right? And then just move on with your day. That is actually the way you fucking decide, just like that. Now, I could end the video right there and say all you got to do is decide the same way that you decide if you're going to go down 2 miles this way or 5 miles that way. It's your decision in the moment, right? Somebody just got shot, but we're still getting the video. I could end the video right there, right? It's not fucking New Year's anymore, you fucking bastards. Jesus, leave the guy alone. Either ways, right? Yeah, fucking, don't you just hate gangs? But either ways, I could end the video right there. But I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, but Neil. So I'm going to fucking try to do a biological fucking scientifical transindutional fucking explanation to you guys as raw as fucking possible, okay? Look, I'm not going to be one of those content creators who's going to give you the fucking, name of the sperm cell or the fucking exact atom of the fucking DNA behind all this shit. I'm just going to fucking say it in the most fucking caveman way possible that I can. So that way even Stevie Wonder could understand what I'm saying, right? Actually, he's not retarded. He's just blind. So that way he could see what I'm saying. So without further ado, I'm just going to say it like this. Look, if I was in your shoes right now and I was like, okay, SP never fucking looks at me, no matter how many times I affirm, no matter how many fucking times that I visualize, right? Or maybe you're trying to manifest your ex, right? They fucking haven't talked to me in years. They haven't talked to me in 6 months. They haven't talked to me in fucking forever, right? I think that they're seeing somebody else, right? I think they're fucking married, right? You literally, whenever you get that thought, have to just replace it with no, they're obsessed with me. I'm their God. I'm their idol. And look, the reason why I say for you to constantly do self-pedestalization affirmations is because most of you guys cannot just decide and say, yeah, I already have them. They're in my bed right now. They are sucking me dry right now. That's why I give you self-pedestalizations, because I know 90% of you guys cannot decide. But in reality, you want to know the way to not even have to worry about affirmations or visuals is when you do this. When you simply can just say, I have them. They are mine. They are obsessed. They are already obsessed. Not they're going to be obsessed. I will get them obsessed. They are already obsessed. They are sucking me fucking dry like the Sahara Desert. And then fucking go back to looking for the melons in aisle 3. Okay? Because you already got your SP's melons back at home, right? Even though it's right up here, you still have them. Every single time, even if it's a fucking negative thought about, oh, I don't see SP. SP still has you blocked. You're fucking crazy. You're delusional. You have to keep this sort of indifference about it. The best way I can describe it, if these fucking gang members don't shoot me before I finish the video, the best way I can describe it, okay, look, I'm risking my life out here for you guys, all right? This is all fucking for you because I love you guys, okay? The best way I can describe it is, look, if any of you guys ever remember back in high school where we could not give two fucks about our chemistry class, right? Or maybe there was somebody who you can think of right now in your brain who you could really give two shits if they talk to you or not, right? But maybe it's some person who keeps constantly just bothering you and they're telling you about, you know, what they ate for breakfast today. And honestly, they're the most annoying piece of shit you've ever come across. Right? That if it's somebody who we could give two shits about, but yet we're just going to let them finish what they're saying, we might not even have known 90% of what they were talking about, maybe just 5%, and we're just nodding our head, sure. And then we are ready to go back to what we were actually doing. Maybe we were on our phone, maybe we were eating with our friends who we actually want to talk to, right? But then there's that annoying guy who just cannot stop bothering us. Well, just the same way that once they're done talking, we can immediately go back to doing what we actually want to do. And that guy could have fucking got ran over by an 18-wheeler, and they could have said, yeah, he fucking died. We might feel a little bad, but I mean, in reality, we probably feel worse of the fact that we couldn't give two shits if he died or not, because that's how fucking annoying he was, right? Or maybe you guys are not a narcissist like me, but the point is the way that we can just move on from something rather quick that we don't give a shit about, right? Like, if any of you guys forgot assignments in high school, this is the way that your teacher begins to hate you, because you are so able to just put off your homework and not give a fuck if they send you to Saturday school for summer school from June to July. That's the same way that you got to be whenever your fucking brain is telling you, I don't see SP, I don't know what you're talking about, saying that they're sucking you dry like the Sahara Desert, that you are fucking God and that they worship you at your feet. What are you fucking talking about? You don't even respond to that thought. You just simply state it again. They're fucking obsessed with me. I am their drug. I'm their addiction. And then go back to fucking watching Blue's Clues. Go black. Go back to watching Stranger Things. Go back to whatever you're doing at work. You have to have this fucking attitude of almost treating your mind, which is basically your ego, trying to protect you and trying to keep you into your comfort zone and keep you in the old story where you don't have SP, where you don't have money, where you're not the self-concept that you want to be. It's trying to keep you safe. But it's also kind of like an annoying fucking little kid who's like, look at me, right? You're not going to fucking slap the shit out of the kid unless you want to go to jail, but you could give two fucking shits in reality what it really has to say, right? Especially if it's an annoying little bratty of a fucking kid, right? So you're not going to get butthurt. You're not going to get worked up over a little child, right? Well, that's the way you have to treat your fucking mind whenever it is telling you that SP has you blocked on all platforms, okay? You have to get to the point where you step back and 2 months go by and you realize, holy shit, bro, my mind cannot stop fucking telling me about how the 3D circumstances are not going my way. But I just realized something. 2 months gone by and I don't give a fuck. Matter of fact, it's almost like the thoughts are separate from me, but I'm minding my own business. That's really the way that you got to do it. I had a better way of fucking describing it because, you know, I just got out from my other job, and a lot of times I'm just kind of like all over the place when I'm describing it, but that's really the best way. I mean, because look, dudes, when it's the most simplest aspects of anything, whether it's fucking how to kick the ball, if you're trying to do a free kick in European soccer, right? Or if you're trying to make a hole-in-one in golf, right? They can tell you just got to swing and you got to, you know, really time your fucking elbows at the correct obtuse angle, right? They could tell you kick the fucking ball, but think right, but also think a curve, and then think, you know what I mean? They could tell you that, but at the end of the day, everybody processes their brain differently, okay? Even the way that you understand your own fucking breath is customized to your life, right? Honestly, I think like the more I try to explain the simplicities, the more I sound like a retard, right? Because again, I'm trying my best to say it to you in a way that you can understand. But ultimately, if you have a blockage in your brain that is telling you that deciding in the moment is not enough, I have to say 50,000 robotic affirmations. I have to imagine it so fucking hard to the point where finally my subconscious gets it. And yes, I have said that before, that you have to do it until your subconscious is impressed, right? However, I've also said that you want to get to the point where you don't need a technique, right? The only reason why we manifestation coaches give y'all techniques is because we have grace, we have mercy on you gods, because you guys don't realize that you are God. And just like the way the Lord said, let there be light, you can say, let there be pussy, unlimited. And then boom, you are a fucking pussy magnet and nobody can fucking change that, right? So how does this work? Well, when you decide, your word is everything. Your word will not come back to you empty, right? What I really believe that makes us think that just saying in our brain, oh yeah, they're obsessed with me. Oh yeah, I already have them. What really makes it difficult for us to believe that that's enough is because we hear all these motherfuckers on Reddit, all these manifestation coaches reading their success stories and telling everybody and all their viewers that, oh, they paid $1,000 for my course, and within 2 weeks, their ex, who they haven't seen in 70 years, all of a sudden came back from the grave and was like, I love you. And then they fucking did a whole Nosferatu sex scene, right? So, look, you need to get out of that fucking mindset right fucking now. That if this person got their ex in 2 hours, if this person got their SP in 2 days, then if I don't get it soon, well, then I'm just going to say that this doesn't work. This is why I say it's so fucking crucial to know how to occupy yourself while it is being materialized in the 3D. You do it by giving it to yourself right now. That is really what imaginal acts are for. Is not to try to get something. It is to remind yourself that you have it. Okay? You already had the belief that you were not good enough when you gave it to yourself, when you felt rejection for the first time as a child. Maybe your father treated you like shit. Maybe he was an asshole, right? My dad wasn't the best. And I still remember moments from my childhood where he would even fucking criticize me for the way I was throwing the ball, like if he was my NFL coach, like if I was trying out for the fucking combine and I was 4 fucking years old. And he would gaslight me and say, if you don't throw this ball right, we're going inside. Instead of saying, nah, son, come on. Let me help you. Let me help you, buddy. Right? And I went my whole life thinking that I was a fucking dumbass, when in reality, it wasn't that I was a dumbass. It was because the guy who I thought was supposed to be my leader, was supposed to be, you know, supporting me, rejected me. And because I saw it as, well, if my own dad fucking rejects me, then why wouldn't a woman reject me? And that's all it took for me to formulate that into a belief. But it wasn't true. It was only true because I thought it to be true. And that's how I created that belief. Well, the same way that I created that from just a feeling, an emotion, from a trauma, is the same way that you can create an emotional charge from an imaginal act. Give it to yourself in relaxation. And keep doing it until you feel something. Keep doing it until you impress your subconscious, which is the same thing as feeling something, which is why Neville Goddard says feeling is the secret. And I won't have to tell you what it means to impress your subconscious and what the feeling feels like, because just like the same way you know how it feels when you need to take a shit, when you have diarrhea, is the same way that I don't have to tell you what it feels like when you impress the subconscious. You'll just know. It'll fucking feel like if you actually got out of the room with your SP. Like if you got out of the fucking sack. Like if you just ejected from the intercourse. That's what it's going to feel like. Right? Almost like if you just woke up from a fucking dream. You were so engaged in the imaginal act, even though it's just 5 seconds in first person perspective. You were so engaged in it that you were like, fuck, dude. You fall in love with the 4D. Right? What the hell are birds doing out here at fucking 11 o'clock? I digress. But honestly, deciding is enough. Fuck imaginal acts. Fuck affirmations. You want to have the easy life? Just sit on your fucking throne, and no matter what the devil, aka your inner dialogue, tells you, oh, she hasn't even looked at you, bro. She probably thinks you're ugly. You're really trying to manifest her when she told you to get the fuck out of my house? Bro, you're a lunatic. Even when the devil tells you that, don't even say, no, you're wrong. Don't say, nah, actually, it's like this. You just simply say how it is. No. My dick is a magnet to their fucking throat. And then fucking fall asleep. No, they actually worship at my fucking feet. And then continue talking to your friend. Maybe your SP is right fucking there and they haven't looked at you in years. Fucking centuries. No, actually, they're so fucking obsessed they keep going to the fucking bathroom to masturbate to me. And you continue doing your work. The part is not so much what you say. It's more that are you able to fucking move on really quick and just forget about it. It'll take time, but literally look at the ways that you detach from other things that you don't give a shit about. You have to try your fucking best with all your heart, with all your balls, with all your tits. You have to fucking try to just forget about whatever the fucking devil is telling you right there in the moment. And remember, when I say devil, I'm talking about basically the fucking 3D police, which tells you you don't have your SP, you're delusional, this isn't working. That's the devil, okay? It's just quicker for me to say the devil, right? Whenever the devil tells you that, you have to be able to move on. Kind of like when somebody's making fun of you as a kid and they're like, right? I got you, bitch. Look, I see you're mad. You have to not fucking listen. You have to be able to move on so quick and fucking forget about it just like fucking that. I mean, that's the best way I can put it right now. I'm going to think more about if there's a better way to say it, but I think you guys know what the fuck I'm talking about. Literally the same way that somebody tells you, hey, what should I wear? Should I wear the blue one or the brown one? Just wear the brown one. You're not going to go on and just say, oh, man, I wonder if they were thinking I looked weird with the way I moved my lips when I said the brown one. The brown one, oh, you know, they saw my upper lip. No. You literally just decided and then you're like, I really want some fucking pizza right now. And then you're fucking probably thinking of the Bee Gees. I don't know, something random, right? The more you can just move on to something random, the more your subconscious is going to be like, oh, this is something that doesn't affect them. So, shit, they are now in the state of not giving a fuck. I must give them the things that people who don't give a fuck get. And what have I said before? That usually the one who cares the least is the most magnetic. I am Neil Larthos. This is all that the I'm Awareness had to say. And I know you're going to be okay.